Hello everybody, John Carter's here with the Week 8 Principals video newsletter, coming to you from a very cold Mudgee Public School today. Not quite as cold as what some of you might have seen on Facebook. There was a little video circulating around a bit earlier from the Department of Education's website suggesting that there was snow at Mudgee Public School, but that was actually the Year 6 kids at the snow at Perisher earlier in the week. So no snow at Mudgee Public School, but it is quite cold, and I'll talk about camp in a little while. A couple of things to talk about today, and I will be brief, but we've got some really good news happening as we speak. I've been delaying this a little bit to find out how it's all going, but we've got some great results out of the Western Cross Country today. Tom Murray's just come second in the 8/9-year-old boys, and Nate Taylor's come fifth in the 12 and 13-year-old boys. So they'll both be off to state, which is just off to the state cross country carnival, which is just a remarkable achievement. Well done. Some notable mentions: Ziggy Gordon, she's run 9th in the 10-year-old girls. Malena Tavita, 10th in the 11-year girls. Ashton Taylor, 12th in the 10-year-old boys, and Tommy O'Brien's run 20th in the 8 and 9-year-old boys today as well. So that was meant to be earlier in the week, but due to the weather, they've braved it today out at Geary, and they've done really well. Congratulations to those students and also everybody else who competed today. Well done. Alrighty, a couple of things to get through. Kindergarten 2022, there's a bit happening next week for those people that have little ones starting next year. We have a kindergarten information session on Wednesday night at 5:30 in our kindergarten room. So for those people that have students starting next year and want to find a bit about Mudgee Public School and a bit about kindergarten at Mudgee Public School, that's the night for you. It won't go for longer than an hour. The presentation, as I said, will be in the kindergarten rooms, so please come along there and share that with people that you know might want that information. There's an opportunity as well for if you want to find out about our school as well. The next morning as well, we have our second and last Kinder Safari, so that's also for parents and potentially students. You can bring your children along too if you want, if you're starting Mudgee Public School next year, kindergarten, and we do a little tour of the school and show a bit about what a kindergarten classroom looks like, and so you get familiar with our surroundings. So that's on next Thursday morning at 10 o'clock as well. And the last thing in relation to kindergarten 2022 is that we are through the office. Of course, we're accepting enrolments, but we're also accepting enrolments for our Jolly Gym program, which starts next term, I think in about week 2 or 3. But contact the front office and enrol. The Jolly Gym program is absolutely fantastic. Last year we had to combine Jolly Gym and beginners and bring it together, but this year Jolly Gym will stand on its own, so that's fantastic. That's next term, and Jolly Gym will be running next term. So the other things as well is that our athletics carnival is at this stage is on Tuesday. Parents are welcome to come to that, but of course we're looking at the weather to see how that goes. You're going to have to look at Facebook to make sure that, to see if there's a cancellation or not. Fingers crossed it dries up a bit over the weekend and we can get down to Walkers on Tuesday for our athletics carnival. The athletics carnival is for primary students and 8-year-olds who are competing that are in year 2. So they're the people for that. And the last thing I wanted to do just before I go today is I really want to say I said a touch on camp later, a big thanks to our teachers, and I suppose and our students too, who were just fantastically well behaved at camp, but a big thanks to our teachers who went on camp this week. Mrs. Mears did a wonderful job in organising that. I'd like to thank Mr. Baddick. I'd like to thank Mrs. Martin. I'd like to thank Mrs. Harries. I'd like to thank Mrs. Clarkson, and I would also like to thank Mrs. Baddick for their time that they gave away to look after our children at camp. They did a wonderful job. It was a brilliant camp, and I'd like to thank them all for that. Hope you have a safe long weekend. If you're travelling around, we know the roads can be a bit dangerous at the moment with this weather, so look after yourselves, and we look forward to seeing everyone back at school on Tuesday next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.